All right, what's going on? Let's do this one. We're on Singapore Math 6A, day 30, page 58 to 59. I'm going to start with problem number 7. There are 50 men and 40 women at a party. How many percent more men than women are there? Okay, so read the problem carefully and know what it is that they're asking for. What they want is how many percent. So there's 50 men, so M equals 50. Oh, gosh. And there's 40 women. This is not comfortable. So how many percent more men than women? All right, I guess my question is, how many more men than women are there? There's 10 more men than women. And so let's express this as a percentage of the number of women. So there are 40 women altogether. That's it. Really, I'm asking you what is 1/4. Without having to do the long division on that one, I already know what this is. That's 0.25 or 25%. So my answer is that there is 25% more men than there are women at this conference, at this party, apparently. All right. Ian has $56. Brandon has 20% more money than Ian. How much money does Brandon have? Okay. So Ian has $56. Brandon has 20% more. The question that I'm going to ask you right now is, just listening to the question, can you think who has more money, Ian or Brandon? The answer is Brandon. Brandon has more money. I think that's obvious, but let's write that down because I think that a lot of people forget that. Brandon has more money. So when I figure out how much money Brandon has, it better be a number bigger than 56. By the way, it's not 56%, it's $56. Because Brandon has 20% even more than what Ian has. All right, let's actually do the problem. One way to do this is to say, all right, what is 20% of 56? So I know that I need to talk about how much money I have, and I don't know what that is. Divided by the whole amount is 56 is equal to my percentage, and in this case, I'll write that as 0.2 because that's what 20% is. Does that make sense? All right, but I don't know what we've always been doing is we've been saying how much you have divided by how much the whole amount is considered is equal to the percentage. And we've been solving for the percentage, but this time we're asking, well, how much money is this? All right. In order to kill this 56, I just multiply them. And so I have 0.20 times 56. All right, let's do that over here on the side. 56 times 0.20. Well, I think that we multiply like this. And then I just make sure that I account for the 2 decimal places and the end. So 0 times 6 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. I add my 0 place marker in. 2 times 6 is 12, so I go like this. 2 times 5 is 10. So I basically just do that. So my answer is 10.20, or 1020, because I add it all up and down. And then I account for those extra two decimal places, so I have $10.20. So my answer is $10.20. Now, remember, don't put down $10.20. We're asking for how much money does Brandon have. You better not say he has $10.20, because remember, Brandon has more money than Ian. So what you need to do is you need to add that $10.20 to Ian's amount, because he has $10.20 more than Ian. $10.20 is 20% of 56, and that's how much more money he has. Does that make sense? So Brandon has $66.20. And that's why I made it a point to say, remember that Brandon has more money. Because a lot of people would answer this question, they would just write down $10.20. And that doesn't make any sense at all. Because remember, Brandon has more money. All right. Package A weighs 5 kilograms. Package B weighs 15% less than package A. How much does package B weigh? All right, so there's two ways to do this. Your book will show you one way. I'm going to show you the other way. Let's do them. All right, so package A is 5 kilograms. Package B is 15% less. So it's going to weigh less than A. What is 15% of 5 kilograms? Okay, so we got our question mark is over 5 is equal to 0.15. Well, that's simple enough to do. I'm going to get rid of this 5 in the denominator here. .15 times 5. All right, I'll do that on the side over here. 5 times 0.15. So 5 times 5 is 25. I'm done with that place, and then I get an extra 0 place marker. 5 times 1 is 50, or 5 times 1 is 5. So I add those up and down, and I end up getting 5 and a 7. And then what I do is I account for those 2 extra decimal places, these 2 right here, so it's 0.75. So package B is 0.75 kilograms. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Package B is 0.75 kilograms less than package A. Package A weighs 5 kilograms. So if I take 5 kilograms and I subtract 0.75 kilograms, I'll end up getting 4191. There's a 5 here, there's a 2 here, the decimal place comes down, and there's a 4 here. 4.25 kilograms, and that's how much package B weighs. Does that make sense? Because the answer you got was, this is what 15% of package A is, and package B doesn't weigh 15% of package A. Package B weighs 15% less than package A. So you have to take that 0.75 and subtract it from 4 kilograms, or from 5 kilograms. And you end up getting 4.25 kilograms. All right, I think that's good.